guys, this is Ethan from Jingle Mining. When the Matrix INIBOX was first released, although it could generate around $30 a day, many people were convinced it was just a scam miner. Now, nearly 4 months have passed, and while the mining difficulty has indeed increased, but the daily net earnings have consistently remained in the 20s, and the payback period is long over. But now, we won't go too much details about that today because we're focused on the INIBOX Pro. It boasts a hash rate of 2.4 gigahash, which is about triple the 850 megahash hash rate of the INIBOX. And more importantly, the power consumption of this is only 1280 watts, meaning the electricity cost for 24-hour operation is only about $2. I cannot believe it. So, in today's video, I'll be providing a comprehensive review of this machine and calculate its net daily earnings and the payback period. Alright, and now I'm gonna unpack this, and as you can see, the size of the Pro, it will be so much bigger than the INIBOX. The INIBOX was about this big. Anyway, let's see what's inside. Alright. Oh. This is pretty heavy as well. It's like 10, the net weight is about 10.75 kg. Alright, that's it. No power cable. Okay. 2 massive fans in the front. Here is the switch button. On and off switch button, and up here Ethernet cable, IP reporter reset button, and indicator lights, and here is the exhaust vent. Nothing much here, air coming from here and go out from here. Alright, and that's it. Now I'm gonna set it up to see the actual performance. And also about how to set up INIBOX and INIBOX Pro is pretty special. You need like a specific mining pool and steps, and at very end of this video I'll put my previous INIBOX setup tutorial. It will be the same steps. Alright guys, and now the INIBOX Pro has been running about 10 minutes, so it's running at its full power right now. And first I'm gonna test how's the noise level of this thing, and I will put around like 1-2 meters away, and I will stop talking. So you see, it's about 63 decibels. I gotta say, it's a bit loud for a machine is like 1000 watts. Anyway, but you won't put this in your house, right? It's not a home miner. And next, I'm gonna test how's the heating dissipation of the INIBOX Pro. Alright, and this is how I'm gonna test its heating dissipation. So as you can see, I already put the INI Pro inside of this heater. You can think it as a giant oven, and here it displays the ambient temperature inside. So what we need to do is just like turn on the Pro, and then to see at what exact high temperature that the INIBOX will be off or throttling, and we will know how's the heating dissipation like. And usually I test those much miners. For a miner about 1000 watts, it will maybe around 70 degrees, it will be off, yeah, the ambient temperature. But we just need to see how's the INIBOX performance, and let's go. And turn on the machine. Okay. Close the door and heat up. Alright, and now the ambient temperature inside has been increased to 46 degrees, and it just warm up. And I can see right here on the dashboard the current hash rate is 2.85 gigahash. Average hash rate 2.97 gigahash. It's just starting. It's not about the heating. So I think the average hash rate of the INIBOX Pro, even you run it under the normal condition, I feel like it's gonna, you know, over the 2.4 gigahash somehow. And you want to know something crazy? The current hash rate is 3.4 15 gigahash right now. I think that is because the heat. Because when you heat up the machine, the fan and the chips will start working harder, and then the hash rate will increase. But still, I feel like the average hash rate, if you run it under the normal condition, I feel it's gonna be more than 2.4 gigahash. Now the ambient temperature inside has been increased to 66 degrees, almost 70 degrees, and our INIBOX PRO is still running normal. And I can say its fan speed maximum is 6,700 RPM something. And yeah, still running perfectly. And I can show you the dashboard. Can you see that? You see, the current hash rate is 2.78 gigahash, average at 2.8. Fan speed 7,700 RPM. Running perfectly, and we just need to see when it's going to be off. Okay, and now at the temperature of 70 degrees, I can see the hash rate is dropping. The current hash rate is dropping to now is 1.9 gigahash. The fan speed is not throttling. Of course, it's because the massive heat inside. But at the ambient temperature of 70 degrees, INIBOX PRO will be throttling. Now we just need to see when it's going to be off. And it's keep throttling. Now is 1.7 gigahash, 1.5, 1.1, 900 megahash. Alright. At this point, I feel like there's no point to keep testing, because you won't run it if the hash rate is just 800. So we will know that at the ambient temperature of around 72 degrees, INIBOX PRO will throttling, and maybe on the temperature of 80 degrees it will be automatically off. And yeah, I couldn't say it's like a very impressive heating dissipation, but is the average, you know, is, I think, is qualified. All right, and now I'm gonna tear down this machine to see the structure inside. All right, and now I'm gonna start to tear this thing down, and we just need to see the basic structure and the quality. Okay, I'm not gonna go too far because this thing I cannot afford it. Anyway, I'm gonna start doing it, and don't do this at home by yourself. Alright guys, and here are the fans, which can boast the maximum like around 8,000 RPM. And as you can see, there are 3 computing boards, hashboards, and on each hashboard there are multiple power and tiny chips. And these things are the heat sinks. So it works like this. The wind comes from here and cool down the heat sinks first, and the heat sinks cool down the hashboard, which is cool down the chips on the hashboard. And you can see the material are solid, and I made a teardown video for INIBOX. If you're interested, you can watch that video. The INIBOX, the quality is also solid. Every material are steady and solid. All right. And top here, you see every hashboard connected to the motherboard, just to transfer the computing power. Now I'm going to show you one of the hashboard over here. Alright, so here we are, the hashboard and the heat sinks. So you see, between them, there are the chips lying there, and this is what you're paying for actually, and each of these is worth thousands of dollars. And the material, the heat sinks, determines the heat dissipation of the miner, and the chips determines how powerful your miner is. And I can say INIBOX is pretty solid, and the one I'm holding is pretty solid. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. And now let's take a look at the earnings and the payback period of the INIBOX Pro. And of course, the biggest concern for everybody is the mining pool difficulty of INI coin. And there's no denying that compared to 4 months ago, the total hash rate of pool has increased about 5-fold, reducing the number of INI coins that could be mined per hash rate. So what are the earnings now, and is it still worth buying? Now let's calculate. According to data from the official designed mining pool Yatespool, currently 1 megahash can mine about 0.179 INI coin per day. But our INIBOX Pro can unleash a computing power of 2.4 gigahash. So we estimate that we can mine 430 INI coins per day, and we also know that the price of INI coin is relatively stable. So let's temporarily use $0.11 per INI coin for our calculation. This means we can earn $47 per day, and minus the daily electricity cost of $2, resulting in a net profit of $45 a day. Not bad, right? Now let's calculate the payback period, which is the machine's price divided by daily net profit. And the machine is currently priced at $8,390 on Jingle Mining website. And though this price can change at any time. In short, if daily earnings remain stable at $45, you would break even in 186 days. This payback period is among the top in the industry for miners. However, I get your concerns. As the Pro enters the market, the total hash rate of pool will further soar, possibly reducing the number of INI coins we can mine daily. But I would like to point out that even though the pool's total hash rate has increased 5-fold compared to 4 months ago, our coin output has not drastically decreased. 4 months ago, the 850 megahash INIBOX could mine 238 INI coins, and now it can still mine 195 coins. So you see, there is still a plenty of room for us. And additionally, both the INIBOX and the INIBOX Pro are very hard to get now. So getting one earlier reduces your risk. So like always, everything carries risk, but in the end, success or failure depends on your judgment and reasonable planning. And also, if you want to purchase one of them or any miners or any related things, visit jinglemining.com. We are a leading global distributor of crypto mining hardwares and related services. You can trust us with confidence. And I am Ethan. I will see you next time. All right, and now I'm going to set it up. This website, which is INIBOX.shop. Remember this, yeah? And you need an account to access. So if you don't have one, you need to create the new account first. All right, and after you've done that, go to support right here and click software download. And it will be downloading this software. I already downloaded earlier, so I'm just gonna open it. All right, and now it requires you to put in a password, which is INIBOX, confirm. And now what you're looking at is the IP scan tool. So by doing this, you can scan out your IP address of your unit. And first, you need to change the third number of the start IP and the end IP, all right? And mine is 2. I already done that earlier. I mean, if you don't know your third number is, here is the way. So you can go to the internet setting, right? And keep going down. And when you see the IPv4 address, remember the third number. So you see mine is 2, yeah? So here I just put 2. And here is also. I mean, the fourth number is 1. and the end is 255, so don't change it, just change the third number. Scan. Right here I found my unit. Double click it here. You see, right here we are at the back end of your unit. But actually, when it's your first time setting it up, you will need to put another password again to access this page. And the password is also INIBOX. Alright, to go to here, which is the miner configuration. And right here you need to put in the mining pool address and the wallet address. And there's pool 1, pool 2, pool 3. I mean, you can just put 1, yeah? Just put pool 1 and it's enough. Anyway, the pool address will be here, this website, which is Yatespool.com. I don't even know how do you pronounce it. And here it doesn't need an account. You just go down and here there's mining service. Right here is the IP address. So you just copy this IP address and take it to the machine's backend. Where is it? Yeah, here. And paste it here. Right? And don't forget to put the port after, yeah? So the port is this. We have 4 options. And now I'm just going to use this one. So copy it. Right, 31588, and here don't put it first, we need to put a clone first, and be aware that there should be no space after the clone, yeah? So it's gonna be like this, yeah? You see, clone and no space and 31588, and you can do a little bit different in the pool 2. I mean, like choose the second option, yeah? 31589, go here, clone, paste it, 31589. This might be the same. And here worker is your wallet address. I mean, you can just use your exchange address. Alright, and now those exchanges supports INI will be something like Coin Store, MEXC, or XT.com. Anyway, I'm using xt.com, so I just put my exchange address right here, yeah? Alright, that's it. Save and apply. And yes, wait about, I don't know, a couple minutes and go to the miner status. So, right here, as long as you see there's real-time hash rate, which is here, and all the information start to showing up, that means your unit is running. That's it, right? It's not that hard. That's it for the video today. And also let me know what you guys want to see in the next video.